Hello, St. Andrews, and welcome to this week's edition of Chancel Chat. It's Wednesday, the 27th of September. Today we celebrate the feast of St. Vincent de Paul in morning prayer. And St. Vincent de Paul died on 27th of September in the year 1660. He was a great saint, a great friend of the poor and the needy, and he taught throughout his life and ministry that every Christian has a moral obligation to work for social justice and to care for the poor and needy in their communities. And our own food pantry here in Mount Holly is named after him, the St. Vincent de Paul Food Pantry. And this weekend, we're going to be fortunate to welcome Ken Papali, who is the executive director of the St. Vincent de Paul Food Pantry, to our 10 o'clock service. He'll speak briefly on the mission and ministry of St. Vincent de Paul, and I'm sure we'll have something to say about the partnership with St. Andrew's Church. And then Ken will also be the keynote speaker at the ECW September meeting, which will begin in our parish hall at 11:30 on Sunday morning. So we're really excited about Ken coming to St. Andrews. This partnership that we have with St. Vincent de Paul is one of our most important partnerships, and we're looking forward to hearing from Ken this weekend. Looking ahead to the weekend, Father Tin will be preaching and presiding on Saturday evening. Susan and I are taking our 4-year-old grandson Harrison on his first camping trip, so we're very excited about that, and we're happy that Father Tin is available to pinch hit for me on Saturday night, enabling us to go on this trip. I will be here on Sunday morning to preach and preside at the 8 and 10 o'clock service. The gospel reading for this weekend is the wonderful parable of the two sons. It's found in the 21st chapter of the Gospel of Matthew. Looking ahead to next weekend, the weekend of October 7th and 8th, it's going to be a very busy weekend. It starts off with a one-day diocesan convention at Trinity Cathedral in Trenton, which I'll be attending along with our convention delegates. And then on Saturday evening, after the 5 o'clock service, our first Saturday program. Now, we've been talking a lot about this over the last several weeks. It's a brand new Christian formation program that we're rolling out this fall. We're especially targeting families with children, but it's open to any member of the parish. So we're encouraging folks to come to the Saturday evening service. We'll be serving a simple meal in the parish hall, followed by an intergenerational Christian formation program. And if you're planning to attend, and we hope that you will, please call the church office sometime this week so we know how many to expect for dinner. So first Saturday on Saturday, October 7th. And then Sunday, October 8th, we will have the Blessing of the Animals at 4 o'clock. This is an observance of the Feast of St. Francis, which is on October 4th. And we're encouraging parishioners to bring their furry friends to the front steps of the church for a simple, brief service and a wonderful blessing of the animals. So please come if you are able. An announcement about the Refreshing Springs of Mount Holly Church, that we have opened our parish hall and invited them to worship with here at St. Andrews. We were hoping that Sunday, October 8th would be their first service, but I spoke with Pastor Janice Jenkins, who is the lead pastor and evangelist, and she told me it's been more difficult to develop this congregation than they at first expected. So after prayerfully considering the options, they've decided to postpone the opening of the church until March of 2018. So I just wanted you to know that we were hoping that we could launch this new congregation this fall, but it looks like it's going to take a little bit longer to develop the congregation. So the grand opening will be in March of 2018. I will be walking in the Walk for Freedom, sponsored by the In His Image Justice Coalition, which is a group of lay people out of First Baptist Church in Mount Holly. And the purpose of the walk is to raise awareness to the terrible problem of human trafficking. Just this week, I read an article in the paper about a local Mount Holly woman who was arrested and convicted for participating in human trafficking right here in our own community. So it is a problem, and I'm happy to walk. And if you would like to sponsor me, please let me know. Or if you'd like to walk with me, that would be wonderful as well. So that walk is on Saturday morning, the 14th of October. Just an update on the effort to raise funds for the victims of hurricanes these past several weeks. We've decided to extend for another week our campaign. We've raised almost $900 so far, and we'd like to raise over $1,000 if that's possible. So if you have been thinking about making a donation but haven't done that yet, you can do that by simply writing a check to St. Andrews and in the notation line indicate that it's for hurricane relief. And all of the dollars that we raise will be channeled through Episcopal Relief and Development to support their humanitarian efforts to help the people recover from these terrible disasters. So your generosity will be greatly appreciated. Just wanted to close by asking you to keep in your thoughts and prayers Jim Logan, who is very, very ill at this moment, and his wife Lois and their family during these very difficult days. I know that Jim would appreciate your thoughts and prayers. So that's about all I have for today. Wishing you and your family a blessed weekend. And I hope to see you in church. I won't see you on Saturday night, but on Sunday. And we'll talk again next week. God bless you.